Guys, if you don't learn how to count your calories, you will never get in the shape that you truly want in the most efficient way. And if you're looking to really build a lot of muscle or lose fat or achieve a lean and muscular physique, you will stumble upon calorie counting. So whether it is now that you will learn it or later, get that skill because it gives you the power to change the way your body looks. Now, I'm Guillaume and I've been doing calisthenics and strength training for about, let's say, almost 9 years now. And I've stumbled upon calorie counting. Now, previously, I made a video about how to fix your nutrition and not like to rely on a diet so you can still eat your favorite foods. And there was a section there that you had to know how to count your calories. So this is like a second video on that. But still, if you just want to learn how to count your calories, you're in the right place. Look, no one wants to do this. I don't even want to do this. It is something that you need to take with you. It is something that you need to learn. And eventually, let's say after, it doesn't take a lot of time to learn it, to be honest. And after, let's say, maybe 3 months, let's say 3 months, you don't really need to count your calories anymore. You already know on a good basis on what to eat, what not to eat, and how much. But you need to do this. And I will make this is a quick video on just how a step-by-step process, just simplified. I won't like yap around, I won't like explain difficult things, I will keep it simple. So after this video, you'll be able to do this yourself. Now, what is the first step? Is to calculate your maintenance calories. Your maintenance calories are your daily intake. That's what you're eating on a daily basis to maintain your shape, to just survive, basically. And to calculate your maintenance calories, just go online, find a calorie calculator, maintenance calculator, and just fill in your weight, your age, your height, your activity level. But watch out with your activity level. Don't overestimate. I mean, most people will fill in a more intense activity than that they are normally doing. So if you think you have a moderate that you say, okay, I'm exercising 4 to 5 times a week, maybe that's not true. Go one more down so you have your true maintenance calories. But still, if you do and you stay true to yourself, you're not lying to yourself, just fill in the activity level that you resonate with. But that is just something that I've found that a lot of people tend to fill in a wrong activity level. Because most of the time, many people that mostly I talk with are people who are nomads, they are on travel, they work from home. They're not that active, on a daily basis on their job. So once you got your maintenance calories, you need to download a app. Download a app that makes you track your calories. Something is good like MyFitnessPal, but there are other free apps. MyFitnessPal is free, but you have some add-on features that you pay for. But no need to do that actually. Just you can find other apps that are easy to track your calorie intake. But you can also do it on a whiteboard that's beside you in the kitchen where you can just track your calories and write down how many calories you're eating. But when you're doing a whiteboard, you probably won't track your macros. Your macros are basically just protein, fats, and carbs. And everyone needs a certain amount of protein, fats, and carbs, which are your macros. And when you're doing that on a whiteboard, you probably won't write that down, which is not that big of a hassle because when you're writing it down on a whiteboard, make sure that you eat high in protein. Just focus on that, and normally you're good to go. But if you download an app, he will track the macros automatically for you. And the advantage of using an app, you can sometimes just scan the barcode of a snack that you're eating and he will automatically track that. Normally, also, an app has a full database of all kinds of nutrition, like steak, rice, whatever your spaghetti bolognese, whatever you're trying to want to eat, you can just add that and he will automatically track your calories and your macros. But still, you will have to fill in your serving size. But we will go further into that. Now, the next step is to buy a scale. You need a scale in your kitchen to weigh your food. So there's no escape. You need a scale. Next thing is to look at the food label. So the best thing that you can do is when you're in the grocery store and you're looking at rice, which rice is better than the other one? That depends on you, but not really. But let's say I just made a quick example, like rice, 100 grams, then you have your energy. Let's take the first one here, rice 1. The energy that you're getting from that rice will be 354 calories. That is per 100 grams. That you need to look at the food label. That's what you need to look at. How many calories, how many fats, how many carbs, how many protein. And then you take the other rice that you find interesting. And then look at the other rice. It's like, okay, 349 calories. Okay, 0.2 grams of fat. 78, okay, that's the same. And 7 grams of protein. Now, sometimes there will be a bigger difference when you're choosing other products or, products. What I would do is look at the protein. If there's more protein in that other rice, then take that. But if it is a lot of calories and you're looking to cut down, then always take the one that has less calories per 100 grams. And don't choose one that has almost no protein in it. It needs to be balanced. So when there is like only like 1 gram of protein, whilst you could take one that has 10 grams of protein, take the one that has 10 grams of protein. You're gonna feel way fuller. But yeah, choose wisely. Always look at the food label when you're taking products, especially in the beginning. After that, you'll be able to just go in a grocery store and take what you know what products are good for you. But yeah, that is a good skill to start learning, to just take the food label and look what's behind. Now, let's say you're taking rice. Now, you're gonna have to weigh your food, and you're especially gonna do it in a bowl, and you're gonna set the bowl on the scale. But sometimes you might forget to not weigh the bowl. So make sure you don't weigh the bowl because you're gonna be in a way bigger deficit. So, or you're gonna eat way too less calories because you think you already have 150 grams. That's a lot, and actually it's just 60. Just a tip. I'm not saying that you're stupid. Now, how much do you need to weigh, or how much do you need to pour in? Either the serving size, just a normal serving size, like if you take rice, that's normally like 70 grams. If you look at the food label, sorry, it will say what the normal amount is, but you can just take the amount that you want, and don't stress about that on the first days. You might pour in way too much in the beginning, and you might be over your calories or over your maintenance. Don't worry about that. It's trial and error, and eventually you will know. Okay, I just need to like eat 60 or 70 grams. Now let's say it's 60 grams. You pour in 60 grams of rice. Now you're going to need a simple formula to calculate how many calories there are in there. So you look at the food label and you see, okay, 100 grams is 354 calories. That you've gotten from the food label. Now divide that by 100. Then you have 1 gram equals 3.54 calories. Then you're going to take your amount, which is 60 grams, and then you're just going to multiply that by 60. Then you have 212.4 calories. Those are your calories. That's the rice calories amount. So the rice that you're going to eat equals to 212 calories. Now you're going to have to add that to the app, add that to your calories. But you're going to have to track everything. So if you drink soda, track that as well. There's also calories in that. Look at everything. Look at the food label, everything. You're using butter in your pan. Try to track that. Just track that for a moment and see like how many calories butter when you're doing that in a pan actually is. You're going to be amazed. So track everything. Now, products without a food label, which is mostly organic food, you can just search on Google how many calories there are. So I would say, okay, how many calories is one apple? Or apple 100 grams of calories. Then you're going to see, Google is going to say, okay, 100 grams of apple equals 70 calories or 80 or 100 calories. Now, if you use an app, you can still use database and just say, okay, I ate an apple, and it's going to track automatically. But if you have another app that doesn't really have a database, you're going to have to fill in the macros yourself and then just look it up on Google as well, macros apple. And normally he's always going to set it in 100 grams, but if it's like 70 grams equals so many calories, you're gonna have to use like the simple formula again to really know how many calories that apple might be. But yeah, so you need to add that to your whiteboard or to your app. Everything that you're eating, just add that up, and then just always plus, plus, plus. And then you're going to see, okay, what right now I'm 300, 500, 700, 800. Okay, I can eat 300 more or 500 more. What should I eat? And you just look it up, Then you really know how much you can and how much you need to eat. Because let's say you want to add muscle or you want to lose fat. You're going to have your maintenance calories. And then when you want to build muscle, a good amount is 400 above your maintenance calories. So let's say your maintenance is 2000 calories that you're eating on a daily basis to maintain your physique. If you want to build muscle, you're going to add a 400 on top of that, and it might be 2400 calories then. And you need to eat that until you are at your desired result. And if you want to cut down, just minus 250 or 400, but I wouldn't recommend to go above 400 in a deficit, because you will really feel that on your body, and you will feel hungry as hell. So if you're new to this, I would recommend you to take 250. That's a good amount to start, and then you can raise that up, down, until you are at your desired results. Just continue to do that until you're happy with your weight or your physique. Now, don't forget your training. If you want to build muscle, you still need to train with progressive overload. And if you want to lose fat, you still need to train with progressive overload and maybe some cardio on top. And yeah, if you're cutting down, I would recommend also to do intermittent fasting. But you need to watch my other video about how to fix your nutrition. Um, I basically explain it really in detail there. But yeah, that is just how to count your calories. Count your calories, basically. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want to see more tips and tricks, or if you want to get to know me better, how I live, what my mindset is. I share a good amount of stuff there. And also, if you're looking to be coached, I actually do online coaching for people who are nomads or they're constantly on the travel or they're business owners and people who don't really have a lot of time or aren't able to go to the gym all the time. And basically, I teach them to become lean and muscular without having to give up your favorite foods, without having to go to the gym, and um, without having to train more than 4 hours in a week because you don't need more than that. Yeah, if you're interested in that, hit me up. I will leave the link in the description. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. That was how to count your calories. If you still have any questions about that, just hit me up on Instagram or you can just hit that in the comments and I will answer that. And yeah, this was just really short, basically. I hope I did everything good and that you've gotten it true. Um, and also my pronunciation of some words or my stuttering might have been confronting or how's the word even annoying. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I hope you learned something. And yeah, you should really start implementing calorie counting. It takes a while to learn, and if you don't really know anymore what to really do with calorie counting, you just come back to this video, so save it somewhere. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you.